We haven't been to this yard in 17 days, to be exact. Almost every yard we have now has double deeps on it. This yard never got that treatment. But it also got knocked way back. It was left with just 3, possibly 4 frames of brood. And I'm kind of anxious to see what's going on. We could have some swarm cells here by now. Could have a little bit of real hungry colonies going on too. So we came prepared for anything. We've got buckets, we've got nuke boxes, we've got deep boxes with frames in it. My preferred thing to do here would be to make them double deeps, but if they're full of swarm cells, we'll just go ahead and make some splits and take advantage of those swarm cells. So I really don't know what to expect. We're seeing a lot of weird stuff this year. Colonies are building so fast, so early, and although the honey flow is still probably a month away on this location, the bees they're way ahead. They're thinking it's time. You saw some swarm cells yesterday, didn't you, Seth?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's crazy. We're just prepared for everything, and we'll take some shots of whatever we find. So it's a cool day. It rained last night. It's wet out here. It was misting a few minutes ago, but that's okay, right, Oscar?
Yes, sir.
Let's see what these guys have been doing since we were here last. Well, if that's any indication right there, I don't...
I don't have any bees in this box.
Okay, so here's the problem. Every box has to be tilted up and looked for queen cells, okay, y'all?
Okay.
And let's see what we got.
Yep. Yep. Yes, sir. I don't have any finished ones.
Oh, yeah.
She's probably still there.
Okay. So we got choices to make.
I don't have cells.
You don't have cells. Okay, John, everything that doesn't have cells, I want to put a black feeder in the bottom, fill it,
Okay.
put a second story box on, and fill the 2-gallon bucket.
Yes, sir.
Everything that's got swarm cells in it, we're going to split it up into 2 frames of brood with a cell in those nuke boxes on the truck. And another comb with bees and food or whatever we can add as another comb. These have not left yet, so
No,
the queen's there. And these are relatively recent queens, so I don't want to necessarily kill them. If you just split as you go, and if you see the queen, fine, we'll leave her in the mother colony. If you don't see the queen, don't lose any sleep over it. Just we're not going to go back through these colonies over and over until we find the queen. We're just going to watch for her as we're making nukes, and she'll end up wherever she ends up.
Okay. You want to leave 2 broods in the mother colony?
2 broods in the mother colony, yeah. So Brandon and Jared, come here for a moment. You guys are the go-to gophers today. When I'm working, I want my nuke box right there going sideways like that so I can work. The idea here is to not pick anything up twice if we don't have to. So if you set it in the place I want it to begin with, I'm not going to have to touch it. And everybody else might ask for something different, but I think that's going to be what we want, is a nuke box right there. In this case, I need 2 boxes right here. You can even go so far as to take the lid off if you want, and take a frame or 2 out. It's up to you guys to stay ahead of us or up with us, so the beekeepers that are in the colonies aren't having to do a lot of the little manual, I'm going to use the word piddly. I don't mean that as a downgrade, but the piddly labor, you know.
I got you.
Just try to keep us so we can keep going through these pallets. So just kind of watch, you know, you'll get it. In 1 or 2 pallets, you're going to have this figured out. Just try to make it so we're not the ones walking back and forth to the truck and doing all this labor. And we'll try to go through this as fast as possible. You'll be surprised how fast we can do this.
All right.
Okay, thanks. So right here, so I don't have to move. Just like that, with a frame foundation on each side. Again, we're not going to get too excited if we don't see the queen.
See, that's awesome. That is okay.
And you got to make sure all parts get a cell. Beautiful, right?
Yep.
Okay,
7.5.
double check for the queen and I'll try to find a frame with a cell on it. I saw it, yeah. I want to get another one.
Yeah, there's 7.5 in this one. Good.
Man, this thing is...
And those, I'm gonna check one more down the
Okay, so here's another lesson. Do it close, I'll try to hold it still. These are not ripe, sealed cells, but they don't have to be. You can give open cells to a nuke that's really in really good condition. It has a lot of nutrition, lots of young nurse bees. So see, they will finish the cells. The problem is these cells are hanging down. So I'm done working here. You're gonna finish this thing.
Okay.
And I want the cells to be in the middle. And if you determine that that cell's too low and it's going to touch the bottom board, you need to get some sticks. He's already going to get some. And put a stick on these little edges right here and have the top board up, or top bar, as high as you can.
Okay.
Like in this instance, we're going to want to see the top bar actually level with the wood right there. You see what I'm talking about? So it's not hanging down too low.
Okay.
In the meantime, well, here's John so we can show you.
Yep.
So see, that's not hanging down too low anymore.
Right.
And that nuke is done.
Give it a lift kit.
Pardon me?
Said give it a lift kit.
That's right.
Give it a lift kit. That's a good way of putting it.
Yeah, so they had like almost 2 frames of food, maybe total, and then that in-house feeder. That'd be all right.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
How many broods again, John?
7.5.
That's plenty of brood. It's plenty of brood.
We're good here.
There'll be 10 by the time we get back next week to split. Okay, so Jesse found his queen, so he's going to leave the queen behind in the mother colony on 2 frames of brood, and then take the rest into nukes with the queen cells. So we got a new queen cell in there. We just need some food. I still haven't seen my queen, so I'm going to have to leave a cell behind unless I spot her here. Okay, there she is. Beautiful. So you can take that, Brandon, and that nuke's done.
Here, actually, let me give you this one here.
I'm pretty sure there weren't any cells in there, but I'm going to double check. Yeah, there was one. I missed one. Actually, that can be another nuke. Okay, there's enough brood.
You want an
for-
extra shake in there?
Not with this amount of bees on the frames. I don't think we need the extra shake.
Okay. Are you building? You got something to build a nuke with?
I got 2 broods. I just need a food,
Okay.
and I'm done with this thing. Okay, so we got the queen on 2 frames of brood right here. Fill the rest with foundation and give it a 2-gallon bucket.
Gotcha.
And then this is 2 more frames of brood with a queen cell. You're just going to have to get a frame of food from somewhere. It's kind of, frames are going to come out from all different directions. So you do not have to use the same frames out of the same colony. You can mix and match. It's okay. So you got a queen cell, 2 frames of brood, frame of food. The next nuke will be ready. Fill this with foundation, 2-gallon bucket. The other thing I need to know about this, do you have one of these markers on you? Okay, anybody got an extra marker, Seth? On the front left corner, like if you're driving, the front left, just put Q and the date, and we'll know there's a queen in there, and so the next time we come, we know what we're going to expect in there.
Okay.
That's your pen now. So
Gotcha.
if you lose it or if it wears out on you, just let me know and I'll get you another one. We got a bunch of them.
Thanks.
And yellow is the color. There's a lot of different colors. We're using yellow right now until we start putting new queens in. Then it'll turn to red. Okay.
No, I haven't.
That's a beautiful nuke, my friend.
I did see it.
Dead nettle, yes. Yes, dead nettle. Okay, Jared, let's fill up that black feeder, then give them a second box, and of course make sure the second box has at least 2 or 3 frames of drawn comb in it.
Okay.
Give the bees something to start up in there.
Okay.
I think you got enough cells to split with in this one.
Right.
Yeah, that's a lot of cells. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 on one side of one frame. So what's this colony doing?
Oh, no cells. They don't have any
No cells, okay.
And I'm not sure how much brood.
Well, it doesn't matter.
A lot though.
Oh, a lot. Yeah, okay. You don't have to count or anything. Just put the
Okay.
black feeder in the bottom, another box, and a 2-gallon bucket. And I'm pretty confident they'll still be here when we come back in 2 weeks.
Okay, yes sir. Yep, the sun's come out there. Looks like.
Yeah, it's nice. Bees are being nice. Okay, dead spot, John. Let's create a nuke there with some cells.
Okay.
In fact, before we leave here, I'd like to get all of these dead spots filled up with a cell.
Yeah, this side's got numerous.
Yeah. So we got, what, 3 on this side and a couple on the other side.
Yeah.
Same way you build a nuke, but just maybe shake in another frame or 2 of bees, knowing that some of the bees are going to come home to the mother location.
Right.
I already got 2 frames with cells right here, so you can have one of them.
Okay.
Watch for the queen. I haven't seen the queen yet, so
Okay.
this colony should make a split for you, for sure.
Okay. Awesome.
See, that's right there. Got a young
Oh
larva
yeah,
in
I
it.
see
Yeah,
that, sir. I was just looking to see if I could see her.
yeah.
Boom.
Okay, so that's a frame full of hatching brood. So that's the perfect frame to put in this split.
Yes.
Because we know that many of the bees are going to be going home, it's nice to have a frame that has a lot of young hatching bees on it, and they'll just stay put. They don't know their way back home. But, yeah, I see bees hatching right now.
Oh yeah, no, they're coming out.
I'll try to get another 1 or 2 of those kind of frames for you. Yeah, hatching right now.
Yep.
Perfect for making a split in the same yard. Here, John, this is a frame of brood, but don't keep it. Just shake the bees off of it. We need to be putting extra bees in that unit, so shake off a brood. That'll give us some young bees that'll stay put.
We ain't seen her yet, have we?
No, I haven't seen her yet, so just make a hole right here and shake those bees in, and I think that's enough bees for you. It's a lot of bees.
You want me to double check it?
Yeah, double check it, yeah. And then I'll probably give you one more that's open brood. That'll have a lot of nurse bees on it. I know they'll stay put.
Okay, I think.
Oh yeah, a lot of bees. Just slip that back in this one, John. Okay, check that for the queen, and if she's not there, shake it in, and then you're done. Yeah, finding a queen in this kind of situation can be a little tricky. Bees are piled on bees. John's actually good at this. John's a good queen finder. Always impresses me, surprises me.
Good work. I just shaking these or keeping these?
No, just shake those in.
Okay.
You're done. You're done there.
Okay. Oh, there's a new colony.
Yeah. There's the queen mates. It is. What's that, John?
This one had some eggs and cups over there, so I moved it over here. I'll find the eggs in all the cups, scrape them out, and then move them. That way it slows them down.
Yeah, that'll cool their jets.
Right.
And losing the field force works.
Yep.
As long as the cell isn't too progressed. If it's a sealed cell, it doesn't always work. But if it's unsealed or just eggs or something, it definitely works. It buys you 2 or 3 weeks.
Okay. I know, and it's such a simple trick.
It's a simple trick, yeah.
You know, just move them.
Moment. Okay, Brandon. Now this colony, John just moved it to keep it from swarming, moved it to a dead spot. But we have field force coming in on that location. So let's take one of those nuke boxes that we started and just set it right here.
Okay.
And it'll have no problem with population because the field force from the colony will go right in there. I appreciate that, Brandon. Smoke works. You can smoke them off of there. Don't forget to take that screen off the entrance. I've actually made that mistake. Forgot to take the screen off, and the bees are dead the next time we come.
Oh man.
Yeah. So anyway, that'll work. Perfect. Well, last pallet. What do we see here?
These are good. They're just gonna get boxes.
Okay, no cells, huh?
No, sir.
Oh,
Not even an egg in a cup.
they look great.
Oh yeah, no,
So-
they're healthy and
So we have to write on our page on the truck to be back here to split week after next for sure.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, this syrup is going to stimulate them a little bit, so I think they'll be under control till we get back. We might see some swarm cells when we get back, but I think
split them again.
Yeah, we will. That's what we're going to do when we come back. We'll split them with queens the next time, hopefully. But these are beautiful colonies. These were late summer splits. They were all from our queen cells with our Caucasian breeder queen. They're really great. They're really gentle. This is a really nice yard of bees, even though we found some swarm cells. It was just part of the game. We didn't get here in time, honestly. That's the problem. Actually, in a normal year, we would have been here right on time, but this season it's just been early, so it's kind of throwing a wrench in the schedule.